What's up, world? Lee here with Sticks, Strings, and Other Things, my teeny tiny little corner of the internet where I come to you every other week to chit-chat with you about all the crafty things that I have been getting my hands onto. This is episode 74, and today is November 28, 2023. I'm coming to you from a chilly, cloudy, foggy Pacific Northwest. It's a glorious day. I'm quite happy with the current turn of the weather, of less sun. I live in the Pacific Northwest for a reason, and that reason would be cloudy skies and rain, not sunshine for days. I know. Right. I do have some tea. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Toasted Nut Brulee Oolong from Plum Deluxe. I had a couple samples from the last time I ordered from them, and so I'm kind of trying to drink through some of them. And it is in my Jack Skellington mug. This is a delightful looking mug. It is a little hard to drink from, but I'm going for aesthetics today. My neighbors are getting a new roof, so if you hear hammering and such, that is why. I am glad that it is not currently raining while they're trying to get their new roof, and so I'm wishing those roofers luck. They've been working for the past week. What fun. But that would be the hammering you're hearing, if you're hearing any. Again, what I was saying about my mug, it's aesthetically pleasing. Difficult to drink from, but aesthetically pleasing. Because aesthetics are my thing right now. Because they are. Because really, no, this mug is practically impossible to drink from. But that tea is good. Ooh. Toasted Nut Brulee Oolong, I believe. Oh yeah, that's real good. Yay. Now, shall we get into the fun things? What do I have to share with you today? I have a finish. Yes, I have finally, after a month of putting it off, finally done my tubular bind off on my Dunrobin sweater. It is not washed and blocked, but it is done. And here we are. Oops, that would be the back. And here we are. See? The collar is finished. Finally, look at that. Oh, this is gonna be so nice to throw on for a walk with that nice tall collar. Keep me nice and warm. Lovely. And as you can see, it's not washed and blocked, which is why that is still flipping up. But isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it gorgeous? Excuse there's sun trying to come through the clouds right now. I have a sad face. And I have trimmed all my ends, not cut them completely because I never do that until after I've finished washing and blocking. I still love this detail on the side at the hem, this split hem detail where they have this fun words, they're gone. Just this little detail around the hem there. It has a word, it has a term, and it's just gone out of my head. Anyhow, tubular bind off, lovely. See, whoops, hair, because you know I did. There we go. See how it just rolls right over. Oh, I love a good tubular bind off. Though, as always, oops, there's my end. As always, when I started my tubular bind off, I did it too tight at first, so it looks a little wonky right here, and then by the time I got my tension under control again, it's just beautiful. And I'm so happy. It looks so nice. I love a good tubular bind off. I really do. If I would have been fancy, I would have done a tubular bind off on the arms and a tubular cast on. But I wasn't that fancy, and I decided that the tubular bind off was just going to be around my face. You know, where it matters. Still absolutely loving this. Again, this was the Dunrobin sweater. I forget who the designer is. I got it through the Woolly Thistle. It is an online shop. I think they have a brick and mortar too, but it's not anywhere near me, so for me it's an online shop. And I used Donegal Tweed Aran in a colorway that was a whole bunch of numbers and letters. I'm calling it kind of this fun blackberry kind of color. And you can see all the wonderful tweedy bits, because Donegal tweed, tweedy bits. Love it. Absolutely love it. We'll love it even more after it is washed and blocked. But I finally have finished it, which means I don't have to worry about all my skeins tangling for the next little while, as that was the curse I gave myself last time if I did not finish this. But I finally did finish it. It took like an hour tops. That's it. That's it. I just needed to pull it out, do the setup rounds, do the bind off, and call it. It was so simple. I don't know why. I do not know why. I just refused to do it. Though my stack of blocking is getting very, very big. I have a huge stack of things I need to block. Really should start doing some of it. I'm just trying to fold the bottom hem down a little bit so that it tries to start staying down. I mean, it will once it's blocked. It will. It's a big enough hem. It's just flipping because it's a hem. That's what they do until you're blocked. One of the reasons you wash and block your knit items after you finish them. All the knitting stitches need to relax into each other and make friends. Right. That is my finish. That is my only finish. Because I was busy during the week of the Day of Eating, also known as Thanksgiving, but I call it the Day of Eating, for that is what it is. And then I work Black Friday. So there was not much crafting time as I was exhausted. I am going to show my work sock, not that it's had any work on it, because, note, Black Friday, there was no knitting. 0. But I thought I would show off my work sock. Come out! Come out! Because I haven't in a while. I don't remember if I have at all. I don't remember. This was a sock that I wanted to knit in October, but then I got COVID. Aww, I dropped all my... Oh. Dropped all my stitches. One moment, please, while I take the time to pick up all the stitches on my heel. Look at that. They're all dropped. Wah, wah, so sad. So, I will pick these up and chit-chat with you for a minute. So, as I was saying, I wanted... I wanted to, I'm going to have to restart this heel, because I dropped a shadow wrap, and those are a pain in the butt to pick up, so I will likely just be tinking back a little bit, but I'm just going to rescue the rest of these stitches real fast. I wanted to start this in October, because it's a Halloween sock, but sadly, there was a whole COVID thing, whereupon I had 0 energy and didn't do all the things that I wanted to do. So I ended up, there, all the stitches are rescued. All the stitches are back on. Wah, wah, wah. But I will, yeah, I'll be playing with that later. Where was I? Distracted. Brain. Still in COVID fog. Brain. But it is what it is. Where was I? Right, wanted to start this in October, but couldn't because of COVID. That was it. So I decided to start it anyway. Yes, I am working on a Halloween sock in November/December. I will be working on it in January as well. This is my work sock, which means I really only work on it at work or if I'm out somewhere, which doesn't happen very often. I had a doctor's appointment, so I worked on it in the waiting room, but just for a few minutes. However, 'tis the season of December and I work retail. There will not be a lot of work on this for the next month. That said, I don't care. I don't need to work on socks during the month that the holiday is. I don't care. But here we are. I do love this sock. This is a fun ball of yarn because it comes as a gobstopper. And, ooh, do I still have the tag in here? I kept having to pull it out because I would have people ask me about my sock. I use it as an example of how to knit things a lot of the time at work. So I will pull my sock out and I'll show people like how to do magic loop or how to pick up a stitch or how to do things like that. I use my own knitting as an example of how to do a couple of things often. And then I would be asked, what yarn is that? This is the Yarn Jar, and they are not in business anymore. This is an ancient skein of yarn that I have had in my stash for eons, which is another reason that I was really happy to get it on the needles and hopefully get a pair of socks. That is the first sock. Yeah. And it will eventually get done. I'm in no rush. Socks are socks. They'll get done when they get done. It is living in my Dark Alice bag by Slip Stitch Studio. And as you can see, this bag is very, very full because I have a full skein of black yarn for the heel. Full skein. Why I didn't just wind off like a 20-gram mini for my heel, don't even need that much. I'm just using the contrasting color for the heel. I don't need a full skein. Yeah, that's what I did. What else? The next thing that I have is my stitching. Now, I mentioned earlier that not a lot of crafting has been getting done. I had high hopes of having this piece finished by this end of this month. That's not happening unless I don't sleep for the rest of the month, and that's not happening. I like sleep and I would like to continue to have some. That said, no knitting police are gonna, these would be stitching police, however, and they don't exist either. So no stitching police are gonna come after me saying, hey, you didn't get done what you wanted to get done. Really doesn't matter. Self-made goals that don't get met just means you alter your goal and delay it. All good. So what stitching am I talking about? I'm talking about A Sampler for All Seasons by the Scarlet House. Yes, it is the Scarlet House. I was partway through the words. I'd finished all of this side and I was partway through the words and I was finishing up the flowers and the words on this side. And then I had the border and the two houses. So what have I gotten done? Yeah, heck with it. I'm just gonna hold it up. I finished all of the words. Yep, all those words are done. Love it. It is so fun. And I really do enjoy the beautiful flower borders. They were fun. They are pretty. I enjoy them. They were easy because they're repetitive and with the same numbers. Very relaxing. I also liked the border for the same reason. It's other than exactly at the corners, it is the same thing over and over and over. And I may have to pause to close that. So 1 second. My cloud cover is going away. I am sad about it. So I've closed it so we can actually see things. So let me show this again. See, now you can actually see the stitching. Amazing. I have enjoyed the borders because they are repetitive and no surprises except exactly at the corners, which I'm fine with. And the flower borders were also very repetitive. Loved that. No surprises. And all of my counting came out right. I finished all of my borders and now I am up to the spring block. So I have spring and fall, spring and autumn to do house-wise. And all I've gotten done is my floating house for spring because it really does look like it's floating. I have finished the house except for I have not done, there are some back stitches for the steps, which I have not yet done. But the house, other than that, is complete. It will have a bird up here, it has a bird and a flower over here, it has a tree over here, some grass, and then underneath is a handful of flowers, and I don't know if there's a bird or what, but I don't remember those details, but that's that. I'm hoping to get this house done by the end of November. We will see. That is my new goal. Instead of finishing the whole piece, just the house, because life got busy, I got tired, I didn't have the energy or the spoons to stitch or knit or do anything, and so I didn't, which means this did not get finished this month. I'm still going to try and get this finished this year, but December gets creative and we'll get to that in a minute. However, I am still enjoying this piece and I really love stitching houses. I just enjoy it. There's something about stitching a house that makes me smile. I love building the house. So there we go. happy little house. I do have another knitting whip, and that is my Stephen West Mystery Knit Along the Geo Gradient shawl. I have pulled this back out and started knitting on it again. I have finished part of Clue 2. Okay, we're not going to lose stitches again today. Nope, nope, nope. Already lost stitches on my shawl, or on my sock. Don't need to lose them on my shawl. There we go. Oh, better. Maybe I should actually put needle stoppers on my needles. I have tons of them. I probably have a set in here. Have I? No. Should I? Yeah. All right, anyhow. So here is my Geo Gradient shawl. I have finished all of the altered Clue 1 that I did. And then I have done Clue 2 on this side. And I have just started Clue 3. I'm still really enjoying this piece. Oh, the colors are so pretty. I really do like it. So there's my Clue 2 with the occasional mohair dare. So I did a held mohair there, and I held mohair here. And then here is the beginnings of Clue 3 on this side. I have not done any of that on the other side because I figured I would just finish this half with Clues 2 and 3, and then I can go on to this half and do Clues 2 and 3 and break up Clue 3, which a lot of people were like, ah, because you have to count to 4 a lot. And so far I'm able to. But as you can tell, I'm only into my third color. Yeah, I have a lot of Clue 3 to do. I do like it though, because look at that. That is a really fun stitch. I'm really enjoying it. So can't wait to get back to this, not sure when I will. But I am enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the Undercover Otter sock yarn base that I have, the yarn base that I have. I'd never worked with them before and I am loving them. Oh, that's gonna be so nice. Oh. It's fun. It's fun to hold up your knitting sometimes and see what it looks like. Because in your hands you don't see anything. So right here is where I had my stitch marker for having finished all of Clue 1. And so I will move my happy little panda bear. Come here, little stitch marker. Behave. I will move him up. Oops. Let's move him over to Clue 3. There. Now my progress keeper has been moved. That's what I get for not checking my memory card. It was full. I even thought about it before I started. I was like, ooh, I should probably check and see if I need to delete anything off of my memory card. Nah, I'm gonna be fine. I'll do that before I start Vlogmas. Flossy, vloggy, flossymas. Nope, needed to do it today. Anyhow, where was I? Right, Stephen West. I have moved my progress keeper to here. Now, at Clue 3. Oh, this feels so nice. This is such a good... Let me tell you what the Undercover Otter base is, because I'm not remembering off the top of my head. I think it's yak and silk. Yep, merino yak silk. So 60 merino, 20 yak, 20 silk. And that is why it feels so good. Oh, I probably should show off there. So Undercover Otter, what a cute little otter. Great, great base, really liking it. And I have my stitches on barber cords for being held. Also, I guess I should tell you what needles I'm using. I am using a US 4, which is 3.5 millimeter. I do believe I decided to use the called for needle, especially after I'm trying to see if I lost stitches again. No. Oh my gosh. Lee, get some stitch stoppers. Gracious. All right. What was I saying? Needle size. Yes, I think I used the called for needle size, even though I'm a tight knitter and I usually go up a size. I decided that it would make sense, since I've restarted twice, that if I use the called for size and it's a little bit smaller, that might be better, so that I don't have to deal with tearing out my original starts and trying to use leftover bits for the last section, which I have been hearing stories about being like 500 stitches long. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm not going to get there for months, which is sad because I've got plans, and we'll get to those in just a moment. I have one last thing that I have started. It is also kind of a stash thing. So the Advent season is almost upon us. The celestial season, the month of December, the open lots of things is almost upon us. And I did the Woolen and Nosh 2023 Advent sock again this year. Well, the 23 this year. I did 22 last year because, you know, that's how years work. So I did 2023 this year. So here is the card that they gave out. They gave us a teeny tiny bag of candies that I probably can't eat. It's red kite candy. And there they are. They feel like caramel. Well, I will Google them to see if I can eat them. If I cannot, someone else can enjoy my caramels this summer. Summer, winter, holiday season. Oh my gosh. Summer? Kite. That's probably why I thought summer. And they also gave us some Tuft Woolens soap. If you do not know about Tuft Woolens, I love Tuft Woolens soap. They make sock soap. It's wool soap. And that is their logo. And this one is Tuft Woolens Winter Woods Sock Soap, exclusive for Woolens and Nosh. Oh, it smells good. So this is fragrance. They're not even going to tell me the fragrance. Wah, wah. Sad. I have a lot of theirs. I store it in my yarn because then it makes my yarn sniff good. And maybe it helps with moths. I mean, this helps with moths. But in my brain, also maybe this sniff helps with moths, but it also just smells good. And that's what smells real good. So all you do with this Tuft Woolen soap is when you're washing your wools, you just kind of get this in the water, you lather it up, you soak it with your wool, you rinse it out. It's all good. I wish, okay, smell-o-vision. Take a big sniff. It's good, isn't it? I wish it worked that way. So, Woolens and Nosh. They do an Advent sock where it's 24 stripes of color. So a stripe a day. That is how the Advent skeins go. However, they do one where they have a mini, which I tucked in here. I'm trying not to peek. Trying to only find my mini. My mini. Here's my mini. So it will be for my heels, toes, and cuffs, because that's how I've decided to use it. And it is this lovely gray color. And the way that Woolens and Nosh does it is they send it to you pre-wound in two 50-gram balls in a little bag. And each side, each mini, has an end sticking out. So you just pull from the end. And they have a one round stripe of the mini color in between each of the colored stripes for the sock. So when you get to this color, you know to stop for the day and you can get surprised by the color for the next day's stripe. Isn't that fun? I think it is. So I've done my two cuffs. Boop. Two cuffs. They are little 10 round cuffs because I want to make sure that I have enough of my mini for both socks. And normally I like a 20 round cuff, that I would run out of mini whatever. I've also thought about doing just cuffs and heels and just letting the stitches go off the toes. We'll see what I figure out by the end of time. So here's one, and here's the other. And I have these on a US 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter, and I'm using ChiaoGoo's. I will be doing a stripe on each one each day for Advent. And I cannot wait. It's coming up soon. It's already the 28th, and there's only 30 days, and Friday is the 1st of December. I'm excited. So that's my plan for these. I cannot wait. I love this little bag. It is just adorable. And there's a snap right here. You can see it, which is separating the two skeins. So they just boop. I love it. I love it. I love that Woollens and Nosh does a stripe of this color in between, so you don't know what color you're going to get to next. It's just fun. It's just fun. So let me stab my socks back in there. Stab, stab, so that I have one on each side. And then this guy just goes right here, so that I don't get to peek in, because I don't know what kind of colors we're doing this year. Last year they were Julie toned colors, and it had a dark charcoal, almost black stripe in between. And this time we're doing a lighter color, so I'm guessing that our colors of stripes are going to be lighter colors too. There should be a different color each day. So what this says is, how in the world did this fly by so quickly this year? I feel like more than ever I'm dependent on small daily rituals to help keep me centered and present in the moment. It is deep gratitude that I share with you the 2023 Advent Skein. The theme this year is light and dark, inspired in part by the solstice and the annual cycle of slowing down, swaddling ourselves in creature comforts, and changing up again for the next bright active season. Ooh. So then maybe we're going to do a light stripe and a dark stripe, then a light stripe, then a dark stripe. Or the mini color is the light stripe, and we're just going to have dark jewel tones. Who knows? We'll find out. As always, this is your Advent, and you can use it any way that makes you feel good and cozy. You might choose to make the Peace and... Oh, yes. This came with a pattern this year. It's called the Peace and Joy Socks. And right now I'm thinking of using that pattern. We'll see if I agree, because all they've given so far is, here, do the cuff, because they don't want to surprise. They don't want to ruin the surprise. So I'm thinking of doing the pattern. We'll see. The Peace and Joy socks that were designed by Kristen Ducker especially for our Advent. You may opt for mittens, a scarf, or whatever other project is calling for you. Work a color a day or binge through the whole thing. However you use it, I hope you will find delight with this special skein. So each of the 24 colors are separated by a one round stripe of the same color as your mini. So if you would like to keep the next color a surprise, stop working when you come to the mini skein color. And I rather enjoy that whole thought. Winding down and being cozy. This is why I enjoy Advents so much. They just take a moment, to take a moment, to take a moment, and that's what this will be. That's what this will be. My take a moment, one of them. So that is also technically a whip already because I've started it. Last year I did finish it all on Christmas Day, I believe. I finished my toes on both socks. And I'm going to try to do that again this year. That is all of my whips. So now let's get on to plans. Well, I told you one of them already. It is my sampler of all seasons. I would like to finish this month. I would like to finish so in the next 3 days. In the next 3 days, I would like to finish the spring block. I might be able to do it. We will see. Only time will tell. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't, and I will just finish it later. It is what it is. Knitting wise, if I have any knitting, it'll probably be on my Geo Gradient. And fixing my sock for work that I just dropped all the stitches off of. I picked them up, but there's a couple things I need to fix. I'll do that later. So that is my plan. That is that. Yes, 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 yes. So now we're going to get to not stash yet. I have a thing I'm going to pop in here, and I'm going to call it Finishes of the Past. Will they ever get fully finished? Well, there's a snowball chance in Hades that that'll happen. But this is, I glanced through my, it used to be my drawer of doom. Now it is my bins of doom, where I have moved all of my finished pieces that haven't been fully finished. And I pulled them out. I pulled some out that are winter/holiday themed. And I was like, ooh, I should see about trying to finish some of these for the season. And all that's happened is they are here. That's as far as they have made it. So I thought I'd show them here in case, I don't know, any of you can help push me to try and finish them, especially when some of them are mostly finished. This one I am sad about because the way I glued it, it shows on the front, so it doesn't look that great. But this is something I made for my child years ago when he was a child. He's an adult child. But yeah, you can see the glue through the plastic canvas. I don't know what I was, yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Then there's this guy. Let me fix his little mustache beard thing. There's this guy. Yep, that's as far as I made it. You'd think I could, I don't know, cut the rest of him out and put a hanger on him, but have I? Nah. I don't even know when some of these were finished. This was, oh, this has a date on it. Ooh, can she read it? No, she can't. I think that says 97. So this could have been finished in 97. So there's my windswept Santa. Prop him on. Ah, it went down. So there's that. He's been done for years and years and years and then rolled up and ignored. But isn't he lovely? Look at those lovely colors. I liked the blue coat of him. Now let's see what else we have in this pile. I don't know how to finish things. It's scary. And obviously none of these have been ironed or anything. So this one, I think it's a blackbird. Couldn't tell you which one. Done years ago. No clue. But wouldn't that be a fun stand-up? I think that could be pretty. Or flat fold leany thing. And then I have this one. Come to my table and share with me warm gingerbread cookies and cranberry tea. That's lovely. No clue. No clue what to do with that. No clue when it was finished. Details that I do not have. This guy, filled with, what does that say? Christmas cheer. And this is like a little knitted stocking that I sewed on. No clue who the designer is. No clue when I finished it. No clue how I want to finish it. Here's a bunch of little ornaments that I've done in the past. A little close to the edge here, but hey. Ooh, this one's somewhat recent. This is since I've restarted stitching. Ooh, that does not show up well. It says winter welcome and is wonderfully shiny. All that white is étoile. Don't remember the designer. I want to say Park Hopper Bart, but I'm not sure if that's true. More ornaments. This one was done over one. Try and show off that over one dude. Teeny tiny. And I have those three. This one I did a couple years ago. It is on a giant piece of fabric. Brenda Gervais. Get up here. I know this one was my own. I pulled my own colors, and they were just random colors that I thought worked. And that tea mug, that teacup that those mouths are on, took forever. I have this one. He could be a pillow. Maybe. Maybe I should cut him out of the giant piece of fabric. You think? And then some of these were kits that have all the stuff for them. So there's My Heart's Welcome. And it has all the things needed to make it into a pillow. But there's that finish. And obviously Plum Street Sampler. This is the Scarlet House, Be Merry and Bright. Crinkle. Much crinkle. Has all the things needed. Which way do you go? This way. So that one's all finished. Maybe I should fold you somewhat nicer so you might be easier to iron later. Oh, too late now. You're just gonna live like that. That's all good. And I think this one was a peaceful gathering, or Christmas gathering, or something like that. Is that one? And I think it has a secondary piece. Oh, maybe I've done. And that one. So I have those. With all the bits and bobs. Everything needed to turn them into pillows. Have I? Nope. Have I done any of those? Nope. Have I had most of those for years? Yep. So if you were me, what of those would you try to get done, and would you try to get it done this year? Answer below, because I'm curious. Because I don't know. Just moving some things around right here. All right, I'm going to pause for a second so that I can put a couple things away, and then I will be right back. I'm back. Hello. How's it? I have a few things for stash, and if I was smart, I would have opened these, but I wasn't smart. So, more crinkling. I mean, we had enough of it earlier, but you know, evidently we didn't have enough of it earlier, and I'll just do a little tiny bit more crinkling. So these are my Roxy Floss Club flosses for November. I get the brights and the neutrals. So this is our brights. We have Of Quartz. Haha, funny. Instead of course, it's quartz. We have Pink Lemonade. Orchid You Not. It's an orchid. Ha ha ha. Pun pun pun. Joyful. And Prince Charming. So those are the brights this month. Those are lovely. I like. And then I have the neutrals. We have, what do you catch? Marzipan. Oh, I really like marzipan. That's a good color. We have Sweetheart. Oh, I wish I could. Can you see the color variegation in that one? Tune a Fish. And it's Tune, T-U-N-E. And this one has like speckles on it. Moose Antlers. Oh, that's a pretty brown. And 90% coca. those were the neutrals. I love getting the Roxy Floss Co. flosses. They are just so pretty and they make me happy. And I have a ton of them and I should really start using them. And I will this coming year with my starts. Some of them at least. I did receive my next Knit Spin Farm. This is the one for November. It is called... It's a word I cannot pronounce right now because my brain just blew up. It's autumnal senescence. Alternating thick and medium stripes in sweet gum, purple, maple, orange, oak, brown, crabapple, lingering green, and hackberry. I don't know what a hackberry is, but there it is. And there it is. The name. Coming. There we go. There's the word. I still love the Targhee socks. I haven't been making them so often, but I still love them because squish and self-striping, so happy. Love. I also received the Scattered Seed Sampler Sweeter Than Honey Pin Keep, which is just sweet. Look at that. Oh, I love the bee skeps down here. So pretty. So I have that. And then, because, you know, I did so well on the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along, as you can see, as it's not finished and was supposed to be in October. Did so great that when he announced his Hybrid Knit Along, and then I saw the photo for the shawl for the Hybrid Knit Along and went, I really like that. I do like that shawl a lot. So I decided to join the Hybrid Knit Along, because it's a knit along. That's the word was already there. So I signed up and bought a kit. Originally, when I first saw him showing off the kits, the Silver Ice kit, the special kit dyed by Life in the Long Grass, I was like, if that kit does not exist when I go online, I'm not going to get a kit. I'll just pull from my stash. And lo and behold, when I got online, that kit was not available. It sold out like in minutes. Wah wah. I'm like, all right, fine. I won't get a kit. I'll just, ooh, what's that kit? Ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's that? So I bought a kit. I bought a kit. And I cannot pronounce the name of the dyer. But we got these coasters. I'm gonna take things out so that you can actually see the yarn. We got the tin, which has the needle, a pair of scissors. Can never have too many of those. I've actually broken 2 in the last week. And stitch markers. Never have too many stitch markers, says the girl who has millions of stitch markers and always is looking for more because she misplaces them. So we have that nice little tin, and then here's the yarn. Is that not beautiful? Look at it. Oh, look at it. It is going to be the most glorious fade. But yeah, I don't know how to pronounce Syleriget. Yep, that's words I can't. Okay, so oh, heck with it. We've been doing all of the crinkles today, so we'll do all of the crinkles today. So I do not know how to pronounce that word. But these are the merino singles in this dyer's base, which is just superwash merino, and it's a single. It's a shawl, so I'm okay with singles. This color is called Sandstone, and it is the lightest. This next color, oh, look at that. This one's called Tiramisu. Those colors in it. Look at that. So so good. The next color is Blueberry Yogurt. Followed by In the Moonlight. Oh, this is a lovely color. Here's our fluff. And this one is called Storm Blue. As you can see, the Hybrid Knit Along this year is a fade. And the name of the shawl for the Hybrid Knit Along is the, Glittering Snowscape Shawl? I think it's glittering. Yes, Glittering Snowscape Shawl. And I thought it was very pretty, and I liked the patterns that he uses in it, and it just looks like it's going to be wonderfully textural. There, you can already start it if you want to, but for the Knit Along, they are saying a start date of December 26th. So it is for after the holidays, when all the crazy is done, when all the running around is done, and you can just, I, however, am going to use it as my Christmas. Bing, bing, bing. Birthday. My birthday start along. So I'm going to actually start this a couple days after the official start date for the Knit Along, because I want to start it on my birthday. So there will be two things I will be starting on my birthday. One knit and one cross stitch. And I'm looking forward to that. But oh, those colors, this fade. It may not be the silvery icy one that I fell in love with when he was first showing things, but I love it. I just love those colors. It is going to be a good fade. Good fade, good fade. Yes, yes, yes. And the coasters are kind of fun. What else? I mean, do I need more coasters? No. Do I need more wool in my house? No. Do I like having more wool in my house? Yeah. Yeah, I do. And I'm going to feel fancy. Fancy with little wool coasters that I didn't have to knit. There's that. Oh, shush. And that is all of the stash, because we don't need more. We really don't. Next year, I'm going to have, hopefully, much less stash, unless it's to work on projects I already have started. We'll see if that holds true. Didn't this year. Maybe it will next year. So now let's get into plans for December. I already showed you my crafting plans, but I will have plans for December. And those plans are, I am doing Flossy Vlogmas, Vloggy Flossmas, whatever you want to call it. If you're a knitter, you call it Vlogmas. If you're a stitcher, you call it Flossmas. I will probably be doing a little bit of actual vlogging this year. I know that there will be some days that I likely can't film every day this year. I have things going on. The world has opened up and I am busy again. But I'm going to try to put up a small video every day from December 1st through the 24th, maybe the 25th, we will see, with what's going on, what I'm working on, what advents I am opening, and I have several advents, so I'm going to give you a quick list of my advents right now. I have the Nice List by the Black Needle Society. I have my Jimmy Beans Craft Vent calendar. This is the last year they're doing it, which is why I signed up. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for things like that, that this is the last year we're ever going to do it. I'm like, well, sign me up. That one will be, Black Needle Society is stitching. Jimmy Beans is knitting, because I chose the knitting one. I think they only have knitting this year for their last year. And it's going to be knitting small ornaments. And I chose blue colors. I have a McMullen Fiber Company yarn advent, and that one is the one that is based on books and book covers. So I love doing that, and I have plans for what I'm going to do with that next year. I have my Farmer's Daughters Fibers Celestial Countdown that hopefully will be arriving Thursday. They had some shipping issues, so crossing my fingers that it arrives Thursday. I have my Evertote Modern Folk Embroidery Roxy Floss Co. Advent box that has been living under my bed for months at this point because they shipped it out early. And I cannot wait to get into and start that one. I am so excited. All I have done is opened it and seen that I have all the stuff. Like, yep, everything's there. Done. Cannot wait, cannot wait, cannot wait. I'm really excited to start that. I'm going to try and keep up to date on that one. And the stitching, Stitch Daily. I'm going to try and keep up with the stitching on that one and the knitting on my socks. I have a Hue Loco Fade Advent calendar. I have a Canon Hand Dyes Advent calendar because it was, what was it? Victorian Gothic colors. How could I not? And then I have an Advent calendar for tea. I'm doing my Plum Deluxe Advent calendar again. I have not yet decided what knitted Advent bit I'm doing. Right now, I'm leaning toward probably another shawl because I like doing the shawls as my Advent project. And either my Hue Loco or my Canon Hand Dye Advent. I haven't decided, but I have a couple more days before I decide what project I'm going to do. I'm only going to try and keep up with one Advent project this Advent, this holiday season. I tried 2 or 3 last year and I failed miserably, so I'm going to stick with one knitted one. Haven't decided which one. One second, I'm going to sneeze. So one knitted one, which I haven't decided on quite yet. The socks from Woolens and Nosh, a stripe a day, and the Modern Folk Embroidery Stitch Along. Those are the 3 that I am going to do daily. And I'm going to drink a tea a day because Plum Deluxe. Tea, how can you go wrong with tea every day? Every day. Of course. So that's a little insane. But I'm going to enjoy it and I like it. And I know what I'm going to do with the McMullins Fiber Company one after the holiday. I'm going to make a reading shawl out of it. It's from Kay Jones, did a reading shawl where you hold 2 strands together with an Advent. So I want to have all the colors out, and I like the fact that the reading shawl will be done with yarns from book covers named after books, and I can play with the colors myself. Yeah, I have plans for that. I have total plans for that, but that will be January's project, not December's project, because I need to have everything laid out first. But I'm going to very excitedly be opening all of these things, but only keeping up with those 3 will be the daily ones that I work on, which is why I think perhaps I might be able to get my A Sampler for All Seasons also done in December. We will see. This is still a lot to do while doing Christmas and holidays and work and everything. We will see. So that is my Flossy Vlogmas, Vloggy Flossmas plans. Can't wait. You'll see me Friday morning, which I'll be filming on Thursday because Friday is a really, really busy day. Really busy. And I won't have time to film. Not that day. So I'm going to film it the night before. I might do that a couple of times. We will see. We'll see how it goes. So let's get into life. How has life been? The day of eating was delicious. It went off well. I fed my entire family. It was good. We sent them all home with a lot of food, so we did not have a ton of leftovers. Hooray, we had just the right amount of leftovers. We've almost finished them all. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm very happy. Had a lot of pie. My aunt and uncle and cousin brought pie, and we had a lot of apple pie. So I've had apple pie for breakfast for a couple of days, and that's wonderful, but decadent. And it needs to stop now because decadent. Been loving it though. Very delicious. Delightful. Family was here. It was nice. Everybody made it home safe. Everybody had a good time. I'm exhausted. All good. Next day, I have to work Black Friday, so I worked Black Friday. I hate Black Friday with the passion of 1,000 fiery suns. Hate Black Friday. A lot. But I worked it because it's my job. And so I did. And it was exhausting, and I was already exhausted. And yeah, still kind of recovering from that. but also because on Sunday night, I went to Depeche Mode. Yep, I went to the Depeche Mode concert. It was great. I will say one thing though, the singer from Depeche Mode, the last two remaining band members from the original band, I mean, it's still the band, but there's only two of them. Age happens, people. But he's 61 years old. The man puts me to shame. Spinning, dancing, moving, bending over, squatting down, practically rolling around on the floor. Not literally, but the man is limber. The man is fit. Man puts me to shame. 61 years old and fitter than I am. I need to do something about that. Let's just say that. I was very impressed. The concert was great. Not just because he was very fit. The concert was very, very good. It was enjoyable. I loved it. I know a couple of people when I was leaving, I could overhear them going, oh, I'm sad they didn't play this song. Oh, and I'm sad they didn't play this song. And oh, I'm sad that they didn't play, like, from different conversations. And all I could think of was, they have been a band for about 40 years and they're still making music. If every single person there had every song they wanted to hear played, we would have been there until today. Maybe not literally, but they couldn't play every single song you wanted to hear. It was impossible to please everybody. I thought they did a fantastic job of playing over their entire music history. They played some from their new Memento Mori album. They played some from their original 4 albums. They played everything in between. I know some people, they should have played People Are People. Oh, they should have played this. Oh, they should have played... I thought they did a pretty darn good job of playing a wide assortment of their music history. Thought it was great. And it was well done and energetic. And the fact that this band is still enjoying playing some of their songs that are 40 years old, good on them. Their rendition of Strange Love was amazing. It was slow, had just a piano and vocals. Amazing. I really liked that. I really enjoyed that. So, very much enjoyed the concert, but I'm tired from it still. That was Sunday night. I do not know how my partner woke up the next morning to work. I really don't. I couldn't tell. Other than that, that's pretty much life. I'm, prepping for the holiday season. I'm decorating, I'm getting stuff ready, and I'm getting ready for Vlogmas, Flossy, Vloggy-Mas. Celestial Vloggy-Mas. I never have been able to figure out what to call it. Because Flossmas, Vlogmas, Celestial Openings, December. I'm getting ready for December. And on that note, I'm going to let y'all go because I have no clue how long this is because I've stopped like 5 times. And I am going to edit and upload this to put it up tomorrow. And you will see me again on December 1st. Also, December 1st. Go to the Jingle Ball, people. I'll be there. Don't go there because of me. Go there because of the amazingness that Lindy Stitches, Steph from Lindy Stitches has set up. Go there for that. It's $10. $10 for 3 days of fun. Granted, I'm working all of Friday and don't know if I'll be able to get on Friday, but I'll be there Saturday and Sunday at the very least. I'm super looking forward to it. Go to the Jingle Ball. I think it's going to be a blast. And yeah, have fun. I will see you hopefully there. If not, I will see you here for Flossy Vloggy-Mas. Take care all. Oh my gosh. Take care all. So, oh my gosh. I got a bite. Something bit me. And it itches so bad. It itches so. Wow, you can really see it too. Wow. Yeah. It's even redder in person. It itches. It itches so bad I don't know what bit me. Oh my gosh. And it's right in the bendy part of the wrist. Right in the bendy part of the wrist. Anyhow. Tangent. Gonna go. Later all. Bye.